What up guys, so today's video you're going to get quite a treat. You may remember the Jeep we were putting the LS motor in and my buddy Chris's Jeep, the 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ. He's coming here now. He got it running and we're going to tune it as we go. I'll show you guys the Jeep, we'll take her out, see how she does. There he comes. You're on film for the video.
Alright.
This is Chris's Jeep. Let it run for a minute.
If it'll stay running.
If it'll stay running, he's tuning it. You can hear the cam in it now.
That's, I don't know, 4 times. Never, like, it completely lost its tune 4 times on the way here.
Oh, so it's got a bad ground somewhere or something.
I don't know.
So, this Jeep, as you remember, we were putting the drivetrain in this winter. Chris got it all running. It runs a Holley Dominator X Max. Terminator, excuse me, not Dominator, Terminator X Max. This was framed off. You guys didn't get to see the body come off of this. We did the exhaust. My company, Patriot Garage, did the exhaust on it. It sounds awesome. Actually, I think that's the cam. I think it's learning something. But everything works in this Jeep. He's got the gauges going, he insulated the floor. He'll have to do the AC on it. We have AC at the shop now, the machine, so we can do that. Yeah, but he's really tuning it now. So the big thing is we're gonna try and drive it around, see what it does, show you guys how it runs, and go from there. So before we leave, Chris is gonna check for a ground issue because he's losing the tune, but I'll show you guys everything under here. It's a stock truck, 5.3, he had rebuilt. Stuck in a little mild cam. What was it, an LS1 cam?
No, it was like a Summit drop-in torque efficiency cam is what they call it.
Summit cam or something like that. And you see the body panels are different. If you saw the previous video, he's gonna get ready for paint. So he bought brand new fenders. Oh, that's a little warm. And used hood, not dented. And basically just getting ready for that, but it runs all F-body accessories.
Nope.
Oh, it's all Holley.
It's
all truck. Okay, I couldn't remember which one this one was. This one runs all truck accessories and fits under the hood. My car runs all F-body. He's going to use an aftermarket AC bracket to work on this. He got all the wiring, made his own harness for the gauges inside. It works with the factory gauges, so it runs the old TJ gauges. But I mean, everything in here has been cleaned up, powder coated, painted, whatever, mostly powder coated.
The only used thing is the coil packs at this point.
Yeah, the only used thing is the coil packs, and one of them's new.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them's new because we had a misfire, and I told him, I was like, it's either fuel or spark, and sure enough. But yeah, this thing is basically nut and bolt new, and was a Western rust-free Jeep minus the fender. But I mean, awesome Jeep. Frame is just as clean as the outside of it. She runs good.
It's kind of an insult because the outside's not that clean right now.
Well, it's not rusted.
That's true.
So yeah, and it kind of looks like this, about the same color. But you got different headlights for it, just stuff like that. But we're gonna check for ground, eventually get this thing on the road. You guys can see it more. Here we are just cruising with it. Honestly, I mean, we're just leaving the neighborhood, but it's doing pretty good. All of its vitals are good. Is there any cooling issues? It's about 90 degrees out today.
Highest I've ever seen it while running was 205, and
that's normal LS temperature. So that's great.
Typically it runs at 195 when driving.
Yeah, and it's nice to have this dash here. Last time I rode in it, it was just blowing the fan straight at your face, drying out your eyes. It was horrible. Oh, dude, and honestly, I gave Chris this insulation, this foam insulation, or this foil back stuff, and this floor is cold.
Oh yeah,
that's unreal.
I got a bit of a hole I got to fix on my side.
I put it in a vet, and it worked out great. So, yeah, I mean, nope.
There we go.
Nope, she didn't die. Thought she was going to. So yeah, we'll get going here in just a minute. Let you guys see this thing move. It didn't, but we're good. All right, so here we go. Finally on the road. I mean, she picks up good. You gotta think, what does this thing weigh?
Probably about 3,000 to 3,200.
Yeah, so it's like 400 pounds lighter than my Vet. Really short wheelbase, manual. I mean, it does excellent. It's got a squeaking noise up front. I think it's a tensioner. The more you listen to it, the more I hope so. The more you listen to it, it sounds like a tensioner. But I mean, to put an LS in one of these costs you how much to do? You know.
Overall on the project, I'm probably about 9,000. That includes all the frame off restoration stuff I did.
Yeah, and he's 9,000. I mean, he literally tore the entire Jeep apart. So that includes anything you would have to do with this Jeep.
Rebuild, suspension rebuild.
Yeah, everything was rebuilt. Motor, axles. The only thing that wasn't rebuilt was the trans. We're going to see if this motor will grenade it. The Jeep forums are saying that honestly, this motor is 50-50 split. Some guys are beating on them and destroying them, which I believe, and then other guys are doing pretty good. But when you see it, this thing runs good. It's just a good running Jeep. We've been out in this Jeep for hours now and couldn't figure out what the tune was, what the problem was. It was just having all kinds of issues. And a buddy of mine down in North Carolina is running a bass tune for this thing to try and get its parameters set good. In the meantime, he told us you have to really hook this thing directly to the battery for a power source instead of to a fuse block. So far, knock on wood, it's running better. So, well, here we go. So we drove this thing around all day, and in conclusion, I can tell you that if you're running any type of aftermarket EFI system, run the power wire right to the battery, even if the fuse block or anything else is right in line, because that stopped this thing from losing its tune. It's running a lot better. It still needs some love. We got a bass tune coming for it that'll hopefully help it, and it's developed quite a bit of a valve tick. So, in conclusion, here's the Jeep, to be continued. It'll get painted. It'll be awesome. See ya.